Hello and welcome to another episode of the News and Game Review. My name's Anthony and as always we've got a couple of stupid stories for you. The first one is about a London school. Well, it's an academy actually, and it's the Durham Academy in London. Now this is a very high performing school and they're very proud of this fact, and they want to open up a new site in Stedham. Now the interesting thing about this site in Stedham is the fact that the students would be housed there Monday through Friday. So obviously they wouldn't be allowed to leave the site during school weeks to enable them to focus more on their studies and so on. Well, that's the plan anyway, I'm guessing. Now, a local MP by the name of John Cherry has gone on to pretty much insult the school and the idea of housing pupils on site. Now, the first thing he says is that the fact that most of the pupils will be black or Asian will cause segregation because Chinese and Indian pupils will probably rise to the top, whereas Pakistani students won't be able to rise to the top, which is stupid to say the least and utterly ridiculous. Now this guy, to me personally, clearly shouldn't be in power because he has no idea how the world works or how people feel around other people. It's not like just because you're housed on a school site Monday through Friday and you're not allowed to leave like during those days that you're going to instantly like become massively better than somebody else. Now another thing that he said is because the pupils won't be able to leave, it will probably cause them to want to have, well, sex with each other. There's no other way to put it. And he says it will be a sexual volcano because they won't be able to leave from Monday to Friday. Although it could be the fact that a lot of these pupils that will be going there would already have boyfriends or girlfriends, so they wouldn't be getting involved in sex on the site. And also, not every black and Asian person instantly sees each other and has sparks and wants to have sex with them. Now, to me, this guy is just a complete and utter nutter and idiot all in the same breath, to be honest. I don't understand why he's in power, and I don't understand why he's actually just insulting his constituents, because they're the people there that are going to be voting for you. And especially these are the ones that are going to be voting for you in the future. Now, as far as I know, I think this guy's actually resigned from these comments. I'm not 100% sure. But, once again, he's just an idiot. He shouldn't never have said it. And it's just, like, this is why people hate Conservative MPs and think they're like the nasty party. Because people that are on the party are saying stupid shit like this. Now, the next story we've got coming out is a police story. Now, when you call the police, do you like think to yourself, I better call the police because there's a crime happening and somebody might be getting hurt or somebody's belongings might be getting stolen? Or do you think, no, I better not, just in case they get hurt or something happens to them and they like sue me for whatever happens? Now, recently there was a story that I posted on the blog of a woman, a female police officer that sued a garage owner because when she was investigating a crime that had been committed or a possible theft, she tripped over a badly illuminated curb and damaged her wrist. Now it turns out she'd actually sued before for something similar along the lines. She'd been injured on the job and sued that person as well. So those two incidents seem pretty isolated. But it turns out a police officer has actually been awarded £8,000 because he got bit by a flea while he was in the station. Now, to me, fair enough, in the station you shouldn't really have to worry about being bitten by fleas, to be honest. That's something that you shouldn't really need to worry about. But it's not something that always happens. You're not always going to get bitten by fleas. The fact that somebody's been paid £8 grand because of this is, I find, just stupid. Because the officer in question actually sued the force. It doesn't say who the officer in question was, but it turns out there have been quite a few people at this station that did get bitten by fleas apparently, and well, fair enough, like, you want something to happen about it, but you don't go and sue the station that you're working at. Like, that's just a no-brainer because you're just losing money for the force that you're working for. And to me, that just seems counterproductive, to be honest. Why would you? That's like biting off the hand that feeds you, like how people say you shouldn't bite the hand that feeds you. Like, this statement works in the same way. You shouldn't sue the company that you're working for. You should just say, to them, this has happened and I will sue if you don't put these measures in place. Fumigate the station, by all means, fair enough, do that, but don't go ahead and sue your officials for what happened and what is just something that could have been prevented. You can quite easily get the station cleaned up and things put in place to stop it ever happening again, but don't go and sue people for a fucking flea bite. Why would you sue someone for a flea bite? Like, that's just, I can't sue my local council if I get bitten by a flea in my own bed. They say it's my own fault for letting the fleas get in and so on, or bed bugs and God knows what. I mean, this is just ridiculous, and it seems to me that there are a lot of officers that are starting to sue people now. So to be honest, I think we've got more. When you call the police out, you need to make sure that officer is actually there to help you, and not just get a free ride and some free money out of you. To be honest, because at the end of the day, they're there to protect you, not sue your ass if they hurt themselves. If they hurt themselves, it's their own fault, in my opinion. To be honest, you're there to do a job. If you can't do the job competently enough that you keep yourself safe, then, well, just deal with it. You're clearly an idiot enough to hurt yourself, so deal with the consequences, to be honest. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up now, guys. As always, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, because I just find these two stories ridiculous. What I'll do is I'll put a link to the blog post and the official stories as well in the description below. But yeah, as always, have fun and stay safe, guys.